At home, I dug her out, then I made her one of my aces. Marijuana fragrance, this tree here is outrageous. Want me to play in your city? Send an email to my agent.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, aka the King of Boston. Today we are back for episode 8 of the Oakland Raiders owner mode. I was called the franchise here on Madden NFL 25, and you can see here we are trading away Matt Flynn. We're gonna throw in a 7th round pick and get back a 7th round pick. We basically just tried to dump the guy. And we're going to re-sign a left tackle, Jared Velda, here for a 6-year, $72 million deal. He's one of our, I think he's actually our highest overall player on the team, maybe behind Sebastian Janikowski. But in this episode, we're going up against the San Diego Chargers. Now, we're getting into the Matt Flynn trade for a little bit right here. I really just wanted to get out of Matt Flynn's contract, and every deal, like, no one would want to take him. No one wanted this contract. He's not a very good player. I think he's okay, actually, in real life. I think he deserves a shot at starting in the NFL, because I really do think he's not as bad as, well, it seems that everybody thinks he is now. But anyway, he's kind of on an unfavorable contract, and I decided that I really just wanted to dump a salary. So we basically swapped 7th round picks for the Cleveland Browns. So, you know, not a big deal. We didn't lose anything in that, and that's pretty much that. And then we re-signed Jared Velda here. Obviously, I have, if you guys know me, I value offensive line a lot more than I value things like running backs or even like tight ends or whatever. I really value the offensive line. So anyway, I wanted to get back Jared Velda here, and you can see here, look at this depleted San Diego Chargers team. No Antonio Gates and no Phillip Rivers, so Brad Sorensen is going to be the starting quarterback for this team. Now, this is going to be the first game using charter sliders here, and this is a very good slider set. I really like these sliders. They were actually promoted by Madden NFL 25, and I think I'm going to stick with these, as this game is going to be a very good game. And this is a pretty bad Chargers team with that Phillip Rivers, and I think this is right where we want the game to be. As you're going to see, the game ends up being a very entertaining game, to say the least. But Danny Woodhead here getting the start, as Ryan Matthews was out as well, and he's going to get a nice gain right there, the former New England Patriot. Here's a counterplay to Woodhead. He's going to bounce to the outside. He's got a first down. He's got some room to run inside of the 20, 15, 10. He's finally going to be brought down. A nice hit by Michael Jenkins, but that's going to be a huge pickup for Danny Woodhead. Now here we go, 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Brad Sorensen out of the shotgun set, going to drop back, move to his right, feels the pressure, he gets sacked right there by Lamar Houston. Now 3rd and goal coming up from the 12. Here's Brad Sorensen out of the shotgun set once again, empty backfield, he gets sacked for the 2nd time in the down. And that is going to be a sack for Lamar Houston. So they're, 37-yard field goal up and good. And the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead on the leg of Nick Novak. So here we go now, the Raiders' first possession of the game, 8:51 to play. This is on 15-minute quarters now, as suggested by the sliders. It's okay, it was a little bit long, but I think it was an okay amount of time. So Denard Robinson with a huge run right there, all the way to the opponent's 25. Now it's 2nd and 2 from the 17. Robinson to the outside once again. He's going to dive. Touchdown Raiders, and Denard Robinson puts the Raiders up on the board. The first touchdown of the game for Robinson, as he has had such a great time since becoming an Oakland Raider. He's had a phenomenal year so far. Here we go now. Chargers next possession, hand off to Danny Woodhead. Woodhead to the outside. It's a battle of the running backs, it seems, right now, as Woodhead has 68 yards on the day, and Denard has a ton of his own. Now 2nd and inches. It's a play-action fake. Sorensen finds Denario Alexander. Alexander gets brought down right there, but he picks up a nice tackle, or a nice pickup, I should say. And was that Denario Alexander? I couldn't even tell, actually. It said C. Alexander, but either way, that's going to be cut by Woodhead, and Woodhead is going to pick up another chunk right there, 21 yards. He is so effective out of the backfield through the air. One of the reasons why Belichick always valued him when he was in New England. Here is Brad Sorensen looking deep, incomplete, out of bounds. Pretty much threw that one away, so it's set up 4th and 11. And here comes Nick Novak out for the 44-yarder. Kick is up, and that will split the uprights. That will make it a 7-6 ball game, and the Chargers are back within 1 point. But the Raiders still do have the lead. Here we go now in the next Raiders possession, 2:42 to play, and 2nd and 10. There's a nice pass to Jerron Kreiner. Kreiner picks up 13 yards. That's going to give us a new 1st down. Now here we go, Robinson in motion. It's going to be a read option play. It's going to be a keeper for Pryor. Pryor to the outside. He's going to pick up a nice chunk, pick up about 8 yards on the gain. That's going to set up a 3rd and 2. Now on 3rd and 2, hand out to Denard to the outside. He's got speed, and you know when he gets to the outside, he's lethal. He picks up a huge gain. He's got 85 yards on the day and just 5 carries. Phenomenal day so far for him. Pryor looks. He's going to find Dan Gronkowski, not Rob Gronkowski, but his brother, Dan Gronkowski, out of the backfield, the fullback that we re-signed after trading away Marcel Reese. That's going to be a nice pickup. Here we go, 2nd and 4, handoff to Denard Robinson, who cuts back up, and he was going to pick up about, 7 yards right there. So 1st and goal from the 8. Here's Terrell Pryor to the shotgun set once again, scrambles to his right, trying to buy time. He's going to take off on his own, dives, touchdown Raiders. The 2nd rushing touchdown of the ball game for the Raiders. first for Terrell Pryor, and they extend their lead now, as it will be a 14-6 ball game after the ensuing PAT. Pryor celebrates with his teammates in the end zone as they are hyped up, looking for their 4th win of the season already this year. But here come the Chargers, 11:25 to play. Brad Sorensen going to drop back, fire that one, caught by Malcolm Floyd, and Floyd's going to pick up 12 yards on the gain as they cross the midfield. Here it's 2nd and 6 from 34. Sorensen to Fozzie Whitaker right there. Whitaker's going to pick up 12 yards. He's another nice running back on this team. He was the backup to Danny Woodhead today, but he got some touches as always. 3rd and 8, here we go. Sorensen going to drop back, fire that one, caught by Malcolm Floyd, and Floyd's going to pick up the first down as he's got 8 yards on the gain. Now 3rd and 8 from the 9. Sorensen going to drop back, fire it over the middle, caught by Allen, but he's going to get brought down short of the first down marker, and the field goal unit will have to come back out for the 3rd time this game. So it's kind of been a trademark of this Raiders defense this year, as they've allowed a lot of field goals and not a lot of touchdowns. This defense has not been the best, but they're very stingy when it comes to fighting in the red zone and preventing touchdowns from being scored. You got to score touchdowns against this Raiders team if you want to beat them. Here we go. Rod Streeter, though, is going to pick up the first down of the curl route. 1:05 to play in the 2nd quarter, and the Raiders going to look to put some points up before the half. Prior play action. He's going to scramble to his right. Doesn't really have anyone. Finally fires it, and he's got a man. It's Ron Kreiner down the field. Pryor short-armed that a little bit so that he could have Kreiner come back and catch the ball, create some space. That worked out right there, but we're not going to be able to complete the 3rd and 3, so 4th and 3 coming up. It's going to be a, 28-yard field goal for Sebastian Janikowski, kick up and good, and that's going to make it a 19-7 ball game, and that is going to be your score as we head into the half. An 8-point lead for the Raiders here at home against the San Diego Chargers, 2 of the weaker teams in this division, 2 teams that could possibly finish 3rd and 4th. I think the Raiders are shooing for 4th, but the Chiefs and Chargers are going to battle out for that 2nd and 3rd spot all year, it seems. Both teams look about 8 wins, 7 wins, something like that. Kind of depends on your opinion of the teams. That's just what I think, but that's going to be intercepted by Wright, and Pryor's first mistake of the game. That is Charisse right there, and that will be a new possession for the San Diego Chargers. Sorensen fires it, dropped by Eddie Royal, so that's going to set up a 4th and 6, and on 4th and 6, here comes Nick Novak. He's going to come out for a deep 50-yard field goal. Kick is up, and that is just in there. It is good, and the lead is down to 5. It's 17-12. Bit of an awkward score, but here come the Chargers once again. 10:50 play. Sorensen lobs this one up. That's hauled in by Malcolm Floyd, one of the better deep threats in the league. And that wasn't really a deep ball, but that is a nice catch right there. Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 37. That is going to be a handoff to Danny Woodhead. Woodhead to the outside, and he's got some space. Finally gets brought down by Carmen Messina, but he picks up the first down. A 3rd and 8. Sorensen going to drop back, fire this one deep end zone. Touchdown! Phillips hauls that one in, and the Chargers pick up just their first touchdown of the game, but they do take an 18-17 lead. Now here comes the 2-point conversion, going to try and go up by a field goal. Sorensen dropping back, fires this one incomplete, so it will remain a 1-point game. No PAT for the San Diego Chargers. So here come the Raiders back once again. We do a little fake screen, nothing going, so Pryor's going to end up scrambling to his right, gets hit hard, fumbles, recovered by Dwight Freeney. Freeney picks it up, he'll run out of bounds, but that is going to be a turnover, and the Chargers will take over. So here come the Chargers now. I formation for Sorensen. He's going to drop back, fire this one to the left side, caught by Allen. Allen's going to be forced out of bounds, but he picks up about 5 yards right there. Now 2nd and 3 coming up from the 19-yard line. Sorensen is going to drop back, split halfbacks, fires it, caught by Phillips. Touchdown, Chargers! Phillips' 2nd straight touchdown, and that is going to make it a 25-17 ball game. So 16 unanswered points so far by the San Diego Chargers. As it's an 8-point game, the Raiders will take over right here. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pryor going to step up in the pocket, scrambles, got the first down. He will slide to avoid any further fumbles. That's going to be 1st and 10 now. Play action. Pryor is going to look deep once again. This time he's going to dump it off to Robinson, who's going to pick up the first down. A nice little play right there. Denai Robinson, very lethal out of the backfield through the air. Here we go now. Robinson to the outside on the pitch. He's got the corner, cuts back in, picks up a huge chunk right there. He's over 122 yards on the day. Now 2nd and 7 coming up. Play action fake. Pryor scrambles to his right. He's going to wait. Finds his man, Bryce Butler, and Butler's going to pick up the first down. He gets 18 yards on the gain. Now 3rd and goal from the 3. Little play action. Pryor scrambling. Doesn't have anyone. He's going to try and run it in himself, but does not get it in. And then is going to set up a 4th and goal now from the 3. The 20-yard field goal attempt from Seabass is up, and it is good. So that'll make it a 25-20 ball game, down to a 5-point lead. This is one of the weirdest scores you're ever going to see in an NFL game. Here's a handoff to Fozzie Whitaker. Whitaker bounces to the outside. He fumbles! A huge hit from Tyvon Branch, and Patrick Sims is there. He's going to return it. He could go all the way. He's going to be brought down by, it looks like, one of their offensive linemen. But Patrick Sims picks up the fumble, runs for it, and we take over from the 23-yard line. 1st and 10. Pryor going to drop back into the shotgun. Finds Denard on the screen. Robinson to the outside. He's got the edge. Runs out of bounds. That's going to set up a 4th and 2. If he had not stepped out of bounds, maybe we could have picked up the first down, but we're going to have to settle for the field goal. Seabass kicks his 3rd of the day. That's going to make it a 2-point game now, 25-23. Here we go with the ball back, 42, or on the 42, 8:05 to play, to Aiden Smith. Hayden Smith barrels over somebody, picks up about 12 yards there. Now 3rd and 10 coming up. Pryor going to drop back, looking. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's got nowhere to go. He's got to run. He's going to get stopped short of the first down, or so we think. They would measure that short, so 4th and 1 from the 37. The 55-yarder is up, and it is good. Sebastian Janikowski, with the huge leg that he has, hits that 55-yarder. We could have gone for it there in 4th and 1, but I decided that I would rather just get my points and take the 26-25 lead to the Chargers with the ball back. Now under 2 minutes to play to Green. Alex Green, I believe that is. I don't know if that's Alex Green. Cannot get the first down. 4th and 2 coming up. 1 timeout for the Chargers, so this is the game. I formation for Sorensen. He's going to drop back. He fires out his back foot, incomplete, and the Raiders are going to win this ball game. 26-25 is your final score. And folks, want to know what the difference was in the game? That missed 2-point conversion from the Chargers earlier in the game. I know things would have happened a little bit differently if they made that 2-point conversion, but if they just kicked the extra point, it'd be 26-26 right now. Thought that was very interesting at the end of the game. So anyway, Denard Robinson gets your player of the game, 16 carries for 147 yards and a touchdown. Impressive day out of him. The Raiders win their 4th ball game of the season. An incredible start to the year, but I think you guys will notice that this game was a lot more competitive than in previous games, and this is a team that I think we should be about even with, just considering they didn't have Phillip Rivers or Antonio Gates or Ryan Matthews. So, anyways, pretty much going to wrap this video for me. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy. It doesn't matter. Peace.